Yeah, it's 3 o'clock.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to our webinar on digital transformation journey of CPG industries. My name is Akanksha Mahajan. I am Director Research with Indian Infrastructure, and I also oversee the editorial operations of telenetmagazine. I am joined by my colleague Alok Brara, who is CEO of Indian Infrastructure Group and also publisher of Tele.net magazine. At the outset, big thank you to all of you for taking out time and joining us for this discussion today. As you can see, we are all ready. We have all the speakers in. We're just waiting for Mr. Jain from Delmonte to join us, who will be joining us shortly. Well, the format of this discussion is going to be such that we have a short presentation from Belden, and I'm hoping that presentation will actually help to set the context for further discussions and exchange of ideas. We have Mr. Mayur Jain here from Belden who will be making that presentation. But before I request Mr. Jain to do that, I will just spend probably another minute or less than that in quickly introducing the background of the webinar or the mission with which we've organized this today. So as you're all aware, enterprises across the CPG industry are undergoing significant digital transformation with a strong focus on automating factory operations. Digitizing operations brings variety of benefits, including improved efficiency, enhanced automation, and increased uptime for manufacturers. That said, many CPG companies still face several challenges, including siloed systems, legacy assets, proprietary technologies, and disparate networks that slow down the pace of transformation. In such a scenario, advanced network infrastructure, integrated plant management solutions, and reliable connectivity become very critical to enabling seamless communication and data flow across factory operations. These technologies help unify disparate systems, improve operational visibility, and support reactive maintenance to maximize overall equipment efficiency, effectiveness, and productivity. Well, the mission of this webinar is to share industry experiences in their digital transformation journeys, how they have digitized factory operations, highlight emerging connectivity and automation solutions, and also discuss the path forward for smart manufacturing in the CPG sector. Well, I'm going to now request Mr. Jain to make his presentation, and once we begin with panel, I'll introduce all our esteemed speakers then. Mr. Jain, if I can request you to start sharing your screen, and in the meantime, I'll just introduce you to our gathering here.
Sure. Thank you, Kansha.
Mr. Mayur Jain, as I said, is representing Belden today. He is digital automation consultant with the firm. He comes with over 8 years of experience in the manufacturing industry across diverse areas, including production, maintenance, digital transformation, and project execution. Mr. Jain has been serving as a digital automation consultant at Belden since November 2023 now, and is responsible for assisting customers in their journey towards digitalizing manufacturing processes. Mr. Jain holds a Bachelor of Engineering in Production from BITS Mestra. Mr. Jain, very happy to have you here. Over to you, and please go ahead.
So I would welcome you all to today's webinar, and I will just briefly walk you through digital transformation journey of a CPG enterprise and how Belden as an organization can help you achieve and unlock your untold possibilities. So with a brief introduction, who we are as Belden. So Belden is a 120-plus-year-old company. We started as a cable company, and across in initial 7 decades of its existence, it was predominantly cable manufacturing. Now Belden has divested or acquired lots of brand in the field of industrial networking, cybersecurity, and digital transformation. So over the course of our existence of 122 years, the one thing which has always remained constant with us is that we make better connections, either through wire, now through industrial networking, so that your advanced ideas, technologies that enable a safer, smarter, and more prosperous future. So what we offer best-in-class products, software, as well as services, completely integrated together so that your whole data infrastructure can be optimized. We
with markets.
Mr. Jain, your voice was not coming slightly clear. Could you, I don't know if you have a mic, if you can be closer to that or yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead, sir. Let's try.
Hello.
Yes, it's fine now. It's
Is it
perfect.
okay?
Perfect now. Perfect. Yes. It's perfect now.
Okay, thank you. So yeah,
But you have to
like I
share-
was saying,
You have to share the presentation. You have to share the present. Yeah, now fine. We're fine. We're okay now. Yes, perfect.
it's presentation, right?
It's perfect. Yes, yes, please. You can put a slideshow on there.
Yes.
So, yes, please. Perfect.
Okay. Like I was saying, Belden operates across 12 key markets and helping businesses overcome their challenges. In today's world, a lot of businesses and industries are facing problem of complex network infrastructure, which makes scaling very difficult. There are data, but data are fragmented. So they are lying in silos and there is no unified data namespace. There is also labor shortages and upskilling, which is hampering efficiencies and automation pace. So how Belden helps it? We not only seamlessly fetch your data, but we also process it so that your siloed data are available at a central layer, which can help you. We clean the data, we unify the data, and we securely transfer the data to your IT systems so that your automation and your it can be accessed very efficiently and securely. And what makes us different from our competitor is that we follow an end-to-end approach. We integrate your whole networking connectivity as well as data handling need together under our own products and services. So a brief history of our presence across the globe. We have manufacturing facilities across the globe in North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific region. In India, we have two manufacturing facilities, one in Pune and one in Kochi. And we have 5 customer innovation center, which are state-of-the-art exhibition center, our customer experience center, which is where we showcase our solutions in the domain of industrial networking and infra.
Mr. Jain, if I can request you, maybe you can again adjust the mic. It's been okay 80%, but not 20% of the time. So the mic, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So a brief overview of our presence in India. So like I said, in India, we have 2 plants. One of the plant in Pune, which was established in 2018 as a phase 1. Now we are also expanding it, the footprint of the plant with phase 2, which is due to launch in September 2025. Another we have in
Mr. Jain, same issue. I think you'll have to just keep adjusting that mic. Sorry about that.
just
Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Good.
like I said, we have another manufacturing facility which is for our broadband facility, Doshi. We have a CIC center, Customer Innovation Center in Pune, where we conduct technical workshop, proof of concept, labs, as well as we do our technical resource hub sits here. Uh, we have an engineering center in Pune, where all the developments of softwares and hardwares are being taken care of. And we have a tech support in Pune, which takes care of 24 into 5 technical support. And we serve all the regions from India. So if we talk about CPG industry, so who we serve in CPG industry? So we serve the cosmetics manufacturer, we serve the personal care, household supplies, OTC. Similarly, foods and beverages, we support packaging, foods, beverages, and packaging OEMs. So what are the challenges which CPG industries are facing today? These are the rising labor cost. Tariff and supply chain disruptions are also there. There's lots of skills shortages which can maintain and implement automated system. Sustainability targets are also coming up with the government regulations mentioning to comply with CO2 emission requirement. And there is a frequent agile manufacturing needs demands which shift to flexible and modular manufacturing to keep up with the market demand and the changing dynamics. So one thing which is common in addressing this challenge is that we should have a calibrated manufacturing plan which responds agilely to these changes. And this agility can only be achieved through connected manufacturing plant where all the data are collected so that machines respond in real time to the changing dynamics in the environment. So if we have delved into the components connected CPG plant, at the base layer, we have sensors, which collect the data of the processes. Then we have end-to-end networking backbones, such as IO modules, cables, switches, protocol converters, which collect this data, contextualize, and transport it to the IT layers or application layer. Then security becomes a critical aspect of the connected, which takes care of OT security as well as IT security. And then we have the application layer where different OPC server or data storage sits either on premise or cloud. And then we have reporting, visualization, and analytics workflow, which responds to your, which monitor your efficiency in the manufacturing plant, as well as do the root cause analysis that your automations are always responding to the changing demand. So why Belden? How we can help you achieve this? There are four key pillars to our solution. We provide you seamless machine integration, whether it's old machines, legacy machines, newer machines, whether it depends on serial interfaces or Ethernet interfaces, we can connect them to your network. We do it in a redundant way, in a reliable way. So we also
Mr.
improve
Jain,
your
I'm
network
sorry
efficiency.
if I can interrupt for a second. From our audience, we are actually hearing the feedback is that the audio is a bit patchy. If I can ask you to kind of switch your headsets and maybe, try doing it normally once.
Hello.
This is better. Yeah.
Okay.
It's clear. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we provide access to your real-time data. So we have our platform called Belden Horizon, which can connect to all of your automation equipment.
Mr. Jain, is same issue. Akanksha, could I suggest something? Maybe it's got to do with the sharing and that.
Yeah.
Do you want to share your screen?
I'll do
And
that.
Mr. Mayur Jain can just speak.
Yes.
And we are on slide 13 right now.
Right.
And if you can start sharing.
Yeah.
And Mr. Jain can just speak. And to the attendees, I would say, if you have questions, you can please put them on Q&A right now. You don't have to wait until the end of the session. I mean, that's when the questions will be answered, but you can write them in right now itself.
Yeah. Iqbal, if I can get the presenter rights, please.
Yeah. And Mr. Jain, when Akanksha starts presenting, you can just say which slide it is, and that's the slide we will have. I think you were on slide 13 earlier.
Yes, just give me a second.
Because when I could hear you clearly when you were speaking, and it's when you would start sharing, when it would go odd a little. Yeah.
Yeah, I just hope that everybody can look at my
Yes. Yeah. Just through a slideshow. Yeah. Just go to slide 13. Yeah. Mr. Jain, we're on slide 13, sir. Let's see if this works better. You're muted, Mr. Jain, I think. Are you muted or are you?
No, he's not muted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, sir.
So yes,
Belden can help you achieve this. We provide you seamless machine integration, be it legacy or new age machines. We do it in a very reliable and redundant way so that your network is always up. So we provide you improved network resilience. We have also our platform called Belden Horizon, which can connect to all of your industrial assets, whether it speaks any of the protocol available. That's the major challenge in industry. We have a variety of equipments in the industrial world. So data interoperability becomes a huge challenge. We can connect to all of your machines so that you can get the data in real time. And we do it in a unique way with provide uh, concept, validation, design, and
Yeah, sir, I think you'll have to bring your mic a bit closer to where you are. I think that's the way, because otherwise we'll miss the presentation. So, yeah, go ahead, sir.
next slide, please.
Next slide, Akansha.
So how we do it, we connect all layers of your plant. So we have products starting from IO modules, as you can see on the screen, which connects to your sensors. Then we have switches, panel switches, rack mount switches, which connects your whole machine network uh, into your OT network. And then we have digital firewalls, which demarcates the boundary between the industrial world as well as the enterprise world. Then we have edge gateways, which run our software called Belden Horizon, which collects the data, contextualize it, provision it for your application in an interoperable way. And we also have a multi-system detection.
Mr. Jain, again, the same thing, I'm afraid. Uh, Mr.
Uh,
Tomar, do you want to take it over? Maybe your thing is better. Yeah. Mr. Tomar? Mr. Jain, we can try it one more time, but I think your voice is so in and out that.
Might be, I think if you can switch once, rejoin, might be,
Yeah,
problem could be
maybe we
solved.
can
Yeah.
log out and log back in. Yeah, because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can hear everything.
Meanwhile, I can cover. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
My voice is clear?
Yes, very
Yes,
clear.
yes, Mr.
Yeah, hi everyone, Dharmen this side. So basically with this architecture, you can understand that the connectivity solution we provide, which is for all the layers, right? Starting from the field devices, your machines, your motors, your other, manufacturing units in the plant. Those are basically the data generators finally. So we have appropriate connectors and the cables to connect them as a the long time asset, right? Whenever you put a machine or line, it is sort of for 10 years kind of a thing. So you also need the field devices which are responsible for the connectivity to fetch the data and acquire the data. You have to have those kind of robust product in line, which are probably installed in the harsh environment too. So starting from the lowest level, and then we will go to the networking layer where you can connect the entire plant, various compartment, department, energy, water, and all those things, and combining that data, and then you go to the topmost layer of the data aggregation. So where data solution comes in the picture, where you can contextualize the data, you can do the provisioning, then you can also ensure the interoperability, and you can also identify the abnormally detection. If anything, network is choking because of the production, or any reason data is interrupted by that machine, or you getting some inside data of that motor, high vibration or high temperature. All those things you can detect here. And on the top layer, you can have the application layer, where wherein you can see the entire analytics of this data, and then you can take it to the there are various kind of platforms available for which extreme data analytics, and you can by that predict the behavior of the overall system. So ultimately, connectivity and the communication is the core, right? Many at times machine may not be faulty, but your production is down. The core reason is, of course, you are not aware about the trend, and with this architecture, you can have this, overall trend analysis to get the better picture in real time, right? Because plant is running in one shift, two shift, or might be during the high demand period time, you are running three shifts also. So with that, data frequency also changes. So with this, Belden Horizon is a single platform which can manage all the assets and their performance and their all the datas, right? So this is all about the Belden Horizon. Maybe we can move to the next slide. Meanwhile, if Mayur is joined, then of course you can take
Yeah,
up.
I can see Mayur here. Mr. Jain, if you could just try if your
Yeah,
network is okay.
is my voice clear now?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So how we achieve that? And sorry for the inconvenience. I think there's some network issues or something. But anyway, let me take you forward. So how we do it? We have a unique set of solutions. So we categorize our solutions into two categories: network solutions as well as data solutions. So you could see. So we have categorized into five network solutions. The first is scalable network infrastructure, the whole backbone of your industrial network, of your OT network. We can build it scratch from our cables, from our IO modules, from our switches, from our rack mount switches, as well as our firewall systems. So we provide you a scalable infrastructure with industrial redundancy inbuilt into it, which supports higher range of industrial temperature. We provide you real-time connectivity for your mobile assets. When I say mobile assets, there are lots of AGVs which are moving around in shop floors. There are lots of tablets, industrial handheld devices which are used in manufacturing today these days. We provide you connectivity using our wireless networking solutions for those assets, uh, where we support seamless roaming so that even if your devices are moving at a very faster rate, it switches access point and doesn't drop your data. We have also our range of products which are waterproof and IP67 rated. Even ATEX certified products are available for chemical industries, so that even in explosion environment, in water moist environment, our devices don't fail and they work. We also provide you solutions for remote monitoring and control. These days, when lots of technical resources lies outside of your plant and you continuously rely on their expert input, we can provide you secure remote gateways where you can connect your machines and get help from third party or any other party which are situated at a geographical different location. We also provide multi-site connectivity so that data from your plants which are situated at different location can be fetched together at a central location for monitoring purposes and reporting purposes. On the data solution aspect, we provide you real-time analytics. We collect data from your machines in their native protocol and give you real-time analytics of your data. We also provide you network analytics since everything is now reliant on network. So maintenance and upkeep of network becomes an important task. So we have software suites which can give you network analytics so that you have always visibility on your network performance. We also have softwares and solutions for anomaly detection so that if any of the assets is behaving in an anomalous way, uh, and complies with your cybersecurity guidelines so that any denial of services or any attack can be stopped if by monitoring the anomaly of the network. We also have sensor to cloud connectivity software suite, which provide you connectivity for the sensors, where you can directly give the data from sensors to the cloud to be hosted on likes of AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. Uh, and we also provide connectivity for the robots. Uh, Lots of cobots are coming out into manufacturing fixtures, and connectivity of robots safety becomes a very critical aspect. So our devices support the native safety protocols also, so that those devices can also be integrated into your network. Next slide, please, Akansha. So few case studies for the reference. Like I said, we do end-to-end approach. So one of our client, we start with network assessment. So where our team of in this particular case, our team of the experts in automation, industrial protocol, and industrial network visits your site, observes your factory performance data, and then build a reliable network so that your network upkeep and data infrastructure remains always ready for any changes in the environment, and we do it in a vendor agnostic way. Next slide, please. So yeah, So this all thing is achieved through our Customer Innovation Center, our state-of-art experience center, where we conduct technical workshop, proof of concept, where we have validation labs. We also do provide training to the organization in terms of OT security, OT network, and we conduct network assessment, and we have 24/7 tech support. So that's all from a brief presentation about Belden. Any questions you can put up in chat, and Akansha, over to you.
Akanksha, if I can just step in just for a couple of minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jain, for the presentation. Akanksha, do you want to introduce the panelists? Because what I'm going to do is Akanksha will introduce the panelists, and then I think I'm going to ask the panelists if what they saw, did they agree with everything that they heard? Are there any questions from them for you before you answer on the chat questions from the delegates, from the audience? Yeah. Yeah. Akanksha, do you want to
Thanks.
introduce Mr. Mankad
Yes,
and Mr.
thanks.
Doshi? And yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Alok. Well, let me start with Mr. Dhaval Mankad. Mr. Mankad is Vice President IT at Vadilal Industries. Mr. Mankad comes with more than 3 decades of experience in the field of IT management and has been driving digital transformation for large organizations. He's been with Vadilal Group for more than a year now and is driving projects towards modernizing SAP landscape, adopting new technologies, and revamping existing tools. Prior to joining Vadilal Group, Mr. Mankad has worked with Have More Ice Cream Private Limited, where we transformed systems and processes to make business teams more productive and data-driven. In the past, he's also worked with organizations like L&T Power, Pipavav Shipyard, and Reliance Industries. Mr. Mankad, thank you very much for your time and very happy to have you here with us.
My pleasure.
Mr. Mankad is joined by Mr. Hepil Doshi, who is representing Bikaji Group here today. Mr. Doshi is currently serving as Assistant Vice President, Digital Transformation at Bikaji Foods International Limited. He comes with over 17 years of experience in IT and IT-enabled services, specifically in enterprise resource planning, distribution management solutions, along with field force mobility, AI, and automation with business solution consulting. At Bikaji Group, Mr. Doshi is playing a pivotal role in digital transformation of the organization, aiming physical to digital transition with simple and secure tech enablement. Mr. Doshi comes with a wide range of experience in various domains spanning FMCG, FMCD, pharma, engineering, chemical, and paint. Previously, he's been associated with VC ERP Consulting in Silver Touch Technologies. Mr. Doshi is an engineer by training and holds an engineering degree in IT from Saurashtra University, Gujarat. Welcome, Mr. Doshi. Very happy to have you here with us on the panel.
Thank you.
Yeah, Akanksha, if I can just ask just the first question. Mr.
Yes,
Mankad,
Alok, let me introduce Mr. Tomar once because I did
yes,
not
of
introduce
course.
him
Yes.
in the beginning. Yes, we
Sorry,
also
yeah.
have here with us Mr. Dharmendra Tomar. Mr. Tomar is Business Development Director for India and SAARC region at Belden. He comes with widespread experience of more than 24 years in industrial automation, industrial communications, industry-specific critical services, IT/OT integration, and software solutions across a plethora of sectors, including transport, power, oil and gas, telecom, manufacturing. During his professional journey so far, he has handled multiple key functions across design, engineering, and project execution. And prior to Belden, he has held leadership positions at Alstom, General Electric, Tata Communications, to name a few. Alok, over to you. And maybe when Mr. Jain joins in, we're going to introduce him at that time.
Yeah. Mr. Mankad, I just wanted to ask you, as you were listening to Mr. Mayur's presentation, what were the things that struck you as, okay, I agree with this or I don't agree with this?
Yeah, so in fact, the title only suggests it's a journey, it's not a project. So digital transformation is not to be considered as a project, it's a journey. One needs to continuously re-evaluate as an organization or the individual and see what is best fit for the organization. I mean, I would not see digital transformation as, I mean, one size fit for all. I mean, something may be good for Mayur may not be necessarily good for me as an organization. So it's a context sensitive. It's more to do with culture. How do you see the organization in coming years, and how do you want to discover the new ways of working? And then, I mean, one will have to keep reevaluating and experimenting with the technologies, and of course remain agile, because technology is changing so fast that you can't take time to evaluate any technology. By the time you decide to implement, things would have changed dramatically.
Any questions you have from Mr. Jain based on the presentation
No,
you saw?
not at this point in time. Not
Not.
now.
Okay, Mr. Doshi, any questions you have for Mr. Jain before I ask you to comment on what he presented?
Not at this point of time. I
Okay.
think that's a very generalized sense in the presentations, and
Okay.
I think everyone is agreed on the journey of digital transformation. It's, as Mr. Markham said, it's not a beginning, it's not an end, it's a continuous journey, right?
Okay. Akaksha, I'm going to hand it back to you.
Thank you, Alok. Well, I'm going to go to Mr. Mankad first. And,
Yeah.
Mr. Mankad, you mentioned that it's a journey. And I
Yeah.
think you've actually been a part of this journey at two big organizations, right? If I can just, ask you in terms of what are the key components that an organization should have in place to embark on this journey? What are the few basics that need to be in place in terms of making an organization ready to embark on this digital transformation journey?
Okay. So if I go by my past experiences, whether it is my earlier organization or even prior to that with L&T, what I see is the top-down approach is key to drive the change management or to succeed in the digital transformation projects or the journey. And the other is the way of working. You can't continue to work in the same way with the newer tools or technologies. So one will definitely need to revisit the ways of working before adopting the tool, because if you try to digitize the way you are working, probably it could be more painful journey of managing tools as well as compromising on the output.
And Mr. Mankad, if I may ask you, specific to CPG sector, what is your sense in terms of what is the digital maturity that the sector has achieved so far? Where is it on that spectrum, particular?
See, I mean, whether it is CPG or any other organization, I think most of the organizations have a certain level of maturity or the digital maturity. But I mean, on a scale of 1 to 5, it could be different for different organization. It will depend on the scale of operations, type of business you are into. And I mean, and of course the money. I mean, the bigger the organizations, probably they will have more affordability to spend on the solution or to experiment on certain solutions. Having said that, I mean, most of this organization, most of the CPG organizations are on. Not on, but I mean, they're already on to journey of SAP transformation, whether it is SAP or any other ERP and the CRP. Yeah, I mean, they may be lagging on certain initiatives which is related to the data analytics or maybe factory automation, smart factory automation, and the adoption of the IoT and the RPI AI tools. Again, most of these organizations, CPG organizations, are on to cloud because of the distinct benefit being offered by cloud, as we often call it, faster go-to-market and agility, and the innovations you can have around the cloud ecosystem to experiment with the newer technology. When it comes to AI maturity, probably I think things are yet to evolve. What we see is there's too much of stuff around Gen AI, but it is mostly Gen AI, and we are yet to see sustainable solution ecosystem which can really help solving the business problems. Having said that, again, in terms of AI, I mean, there are people who have been using image recognition and stuff like that, which are mature, especially in many larger shop floors where AI has replaced the manual auditing.
Mr. Mankad, I'm going to come back to you to also tell us about specifically, initiatives that Vadilal is taking. But before that, let
Okay.
me, go to Mr. Doshi first. And Mr. Doshi, pretty much, we would want to get your insights and perspective on how the, digital maturity has evolved, for CPG sector, where it is right now, and what more is required.
Okay. So, for the CPG sector specifically, if we talk about the majority industries, if we talk about from last few years, they are started accepting the digital transformation. If you talk about few years back, the industry is working in a small department. They all are working in the silos
Right.
because each department has their own software. They are working on it, and then someone, we call it as the MIS department, they collect the information and present to the management that these are the things. And to generate a MIS reports, it takes much time, and uh, that's the reason sometimes quick decision can take more time. So, but from last few years, if I would like to say, as Mr. Martin said, is the percentages varies from industry to industry or from companies to companies. But if you take it aggregate numbers, in my mind, it's 60-70% industry started their journey towards digital transformation, and almost mid to large size companies, they are already on it.
Mhm. Mr. Doshi, the next round, of course, as I was telling Mr. Mankad, is going to be if you can tell us something specific to your organization, the kind of initiatives that you've taken in the recent past, what kind of benefits have accrued to you, and, if there've been some challenges. So we'll hear from you
Mhm.
first, Mr. Doshi, and Mr. Mankad will come to you after that. Yes.
Okay. So, so specifically in Bikaji Group, recently we are in the journey of transforming our ERP, and we are on the path of accepting the more controllable and the more robust ERP on the cloud again, that is SAP. And apart from that, we are having some small tool which really helps organization to make data that transform data from from physical to digital mode of this specifically data. So analytics is again a big challenge for all the mid or big organization, that how quickly data insights and data analytics has been presented to the key personnel or the management, top management. So we have a MDM tool, that is, we developed MDM tool, and that will be very helpful for to ensure the single source of truth for across plant, across different locations, and the centralized data management. That is number one. Number two is like specifically in the manufacturing industry, their daily production report is very critical at each point of time, and recording the data of that production on every hour. That is a key challenge for almost every manufacturing industry. So we introduced mobile-based DPR. So that will be very helpful to us to analyze the data, to ensure to uplift our workforce, and the most important, we are able to achieve some more yield from out of this initiative. So there are some such kind of small initiatives which gives us a sizable impact on the operations and the activity.
Thank you, Mr. Doshi. Moving on to Mr. Mankad, if you could tell us some initiatives at Vadilal also.
Yeah. So recently, about 6 months back, we have gone on SAP Rise Cloud. We were already on SAP platform, but on a private cloud, and we decided to move on a most modern platform of SAP, which is also surrounded by about 100 odd services business technology platform. So we just migrated in April, and now we'll start leveraging the entire ecosystem of BTP also by adopting certain BTP based tool. We are also in the process of changing our entire sales and distribution ecosystem in form of DMS and Salesforce systems, which is currently homegrown system kind of thing, supported by local partners. So that we are in the process of changing. Apart from that, we are focusing on digitization of processes to make them paperless. So during last year, we already rolled out a few mobile applications, the Fiori applications, to eliminate the paper-based processes in the plant. Uh, we are also in the process of putting digitized workflow and the digital forms for the checklists and the log sheets, which quality and production and those people are using it. So these are the focus area, and then obviously at the same time we are also focusing on the cyber security resilience and how we increase the overall organization security posture as we continue to expand the digital footprints.
Thanks, Mr. Mankad. Well, the next round of discussion, we'll probably discuss around connected plants and what they mean for CPG industry, and how can they be helpful in digital transformation. But before that, let me go to Mr. Tomar. And Mr. Tomar, what I want to understand from you is that you represent Belden, which is, an MNC operating globally, interacting with clients who are, operating in different countries. So, as a solution provider, how do you view the Indian market in terms of the digital maturity of, your potential clients in the CPG sector? What are your thoughts on their digital maturity?
So for, yeah, of course, for the Indian perspective, I am aligned with Mr. Mankad and Mr. Doshi, what they told about that. It's a journey, and of course, India is now becoming more and more, manufacturing hub. So, people are adopting the technology to digitize their operations. And in fact, now labor challenges are also coming up in India. So everyone want to make things unmanned, supervised digitally. AI is implemented, many of the plants. So we are really supportive of all those things. And today is era is coming about dark factories, right? So everything, every SKU which you want to build, it is completely out, completely built and out from the the line, right? So everyone is thinking in those lines. So we are have the technology end to end, I would say, since Mayur very well covered the ingredients and the components or the blocks by which you can have end to end journey of the data flow, right? So Belden has that unique proposition, including all kind of active elements and the software packages, and then the analytics and the cabling side and the connectors. And very, the sensible thing is that, when plant is set, it is almost set for, 8 years, 10 years, keeping that capex in mind, right? So at least 10 years. So normally, sometimes some people may overlook this, this critical part. But this is the most critical part, I would say. If you don't have the reliable data, you will miss some time, right? So this should also be part of the capex, at least the backbone part, like the 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 basic machines you are connecting. You should have industrial grade product. Normally, people compromise with the in the factory. They just think like it's a connectivity kind of a thing, telecom or IT. We can use the same whatever we are using in office. We can also use in the plant. So here is the key
So,
differentiation. We are industrial grade product producers, right? So like we give for some products we give the warranty of 10 years, 20 years, like that. So if you're buying those precious machines, so you should also combine that kind of device, so that that is also sustained with the
so
overall machinery system. And yeah, and this is the key from my side. Yeah.
Right. And Mr. Tomar, there were a little technical glitches while Mr. Jain was giving
Yeah.
his presentation. So if I could just request you to reiterate, you in your remarks mentioned that there were a couple of components that are
Yeah.
very essential for, this digital success to happen. If you could just spend a few minutes in recapping it for our audience here.
Yeah, yeah. So, like Mr. Doshi very well, covered that they are, planning for some, improvement on the SAP side and working, on, removing, paperwork completely. So, like, Bikaji is, is a good brand where people follow the quality, right? So, I saw some of the examples, like oil is a very critical thing, which is being used by, this kind of, industry. So oil, coming from the tankers, then, it is moving in the factory, different tanks. And then viscosity is, very critical parameter because you are
Yes.
outsourcing the oil from various, uh, suppliers or manufacturers. So to maintain the same quality of oil, right? And after that, it's a waste oil also you need to treat or you need to discharge, right? This is a very critical, measure, I would say, in terms of the quality measurement. So if you are measuring viscosity of oil at every level, and you have a data in every 1 minute or every second, you can really ensure your quality of your oil, whatever is being used for the production, right? And also there are,
Mhm.
I heard some cases of theft cases also, like during the unloading of oil and all those things. So we can really fix those things. So ultimately it's a data only, but it can give you a very immense value at the data side. You can take that data to the SAP as well, right? How much oil is being consumed, right, per month. And if you do multi-site OE, if you have 5 factories where similar stuffs are made, so you can also compare the raw material which you are using, and might be you have different machineries at different plants, right? So you can compare, you can have a dashboard in real time that can really give you the value. Might be it's a drift of might be 1%, 2%, 3%, but it is clearly it's a money, right, for you. So
And it's right.
so this is my view. Yeah.
Uh, Thank you, Mr. Tomar. I'm going to come to Mr. Mankad first. Mr. Mankad, you heard Mr. Tomar, and coming from a solutions background, he can at least lay down the blueprint that this is how any feedback, any comments that you have here.
Not really, but yeah, I mean, he had a valid point that if I'm putting up any infrastructure at the plant, I need to ensure that I'm putting up the industry grade uh, hardware. I mean, be it, I mean, in terms of connectivity, since we are talking about it, could be wireless infrastructure or the network switches, or for matter the cabling infrastructure. It has to be the industry grade. Even many places you will find desktops also getting used in the shop floor. So there are industry grade laptops and desktops which are available. So if you use that, you have less chances of failure, and continuous operations is guaranteed.
Let me move to Mr. Doshi. And Mr. Doshi, pretty much the same question. In fact, Mr. Tomar spoke about how efficiency of equipment, can be increased with digital solutions. You can have a better visibility in terms of, how much material is used,
Yeah.
going wasted, etc. What are your thoughts there, or are you using some of those things at Bikaji?
Yes. So basically, business continuity is all depend on the how our manufacturing equipment are efficiently working on. If we are using a standard grade products over there, there'll be a less chance of failure of the machines, and hence the breakdown, and hence the production cutoff. So that is must to do almost I guess for every manufacturing industry. And specifically for the Bikaji, we are follow the guidelines of the quality assurance first, and that's as a quality is the key things for the Bikaji as well, on the specifically for all our products, and that must come with the assurance of our facility, our manufacturing facility, what we built for.
Yeah, right. Mr. Doshi, Mr. Mankad, I think Alok also
Yeah,
has
I
some
just have a
questions
couple
to
of
you. Yes.
questions, and then I think Akanksha will come. I'll hand it back to you.
Yeah.
Uh, Mr. Mankad, when we are, using such systems, whether it's Mr. Tomar's, company or another company, uh, what is it? What is the management asking you for in the fund? How are they evaluating whether what you're doing in this area is good or not good?
You are referring to the smart factory related systems?
Absolutely. If they come back and say,
Yeah,
okay, first of all, I mean, what is their metric for success? And then I'm going to come and
yeah,
ask you in terms of what are they allowing you to
yeah,
do to achieve that? Yeah.
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 No, see, all such product will certainly demand ROI. And there are also different perspective. First of all, it's not a IT project. I mean, such projects are always operations projects or manufacturing projects, because shop floor is not in control of IT. Such projects are all about driving the people on the shop floor. And when we are initiating such project, it's more to do with moving away from people to process driven, and having error free logs on certain events and the data driven insights. So what I mean, how do you derive the ROIs? Like if you're putting any monitoring system in place, there are again different levels to which you can go. Either you can have basic level of monitoring, which just gives you the machine uptime, or you can also have sensors which are put across the entire line, and you can get to know the finished goods count, the wrapping machine count, or the raw material losses also. So in most cases, all these activities are done manually. So there are either chance of error or chance of manipulation. When you have this systems in place, you get to see the accurate results. You also get to see the unnoticed, unplanned downtime, or the planned downtime variation. And once you convert all the planned downtime and the unplanned downtime into the equivalent productivity, you can easily get the ROI calculation. And if such method is in place, probably the project can easily get through. But it is to
Okay.
be owned by the
So
manufacturing.
yeah. So I guess one metric, as you said, is uptime or downtime, whichever way you look at
Correct.
it, right?
Yes. Yes.
What's the next most? Let me go to Mr. Doshi. Mr. Doshi,
Yeah.
in addition to uptime, what would be the next most important metric for you to be able to convince them that A, we are doing a good job, or B, we need more money to
Mhm.
do more of this?
Okay. So when we started any of such project, so we identify that what is our goal and what we would like to achieve out of this. So we mainly measure on the three parameters: those are people, process, and efficiency.
Mhm.
So either it's going to help people, either it's going to improve the processes, or either it's going to uh, increase the efficiency of the
Yeah.
productivity, basically,
Right.
right? So so based on these three parameters, and we always compare it to our current milestone and to the
So let
enable
me, yeah.
milestone.
So let me ask you, when you say help people, what do you mean by that? What specifically are you looking for? Help them in terms of reduce their time or help them collaborate more? What is the key metric there? Or what's the
So
key?
any
Yeah.
kind of repetitive work that is done by
Okay.
the people.
Right.
So we would aim to automate that simply by scanning the invoice or generating a data out of scanning the invoice through OCR technology, and it will automatically get entries into the system,
Mhm.
right? So out of that, so removing some clerical task that is not very much productive for the particular people, and we try to improve the people productivity
Understood.
by
Understood.
involving the digitization.
Understood. What about process? What's the key thing you're looking for? Are you looking for, saving in time, saving in energy, saving in cost?
So process again, as you say, mentioned, all the things that is outcome of the process. If we improve the processes, there'll be standardization.
Mhm.
So that helps to complete the task well in time. as per the defined parameters, capturing, ensure the quality measures to be defined and the captures at right time at right place,
Okay.
and standardize the SOP basically. So everyone follows the same thing for the mother plant as well as all the satellite
Okay.
plants to ensure the things can be work in a
Okay. And
similar manner.
you also mentioned productivity. So what's your one measure of productivity that you look at?
So if we talk about the product, then the productivity is the yield,
Okay.
that how we measure the yield and control the wastage.
Okay. Let me go back to you, Mr.
Yeah.
Tomar. Mr. Tomar, as Mr. Mankad said, ROI is important. I'm sure there are lots of case studies you have in the area of CPG or in the area of FMCG. I think different people use different terminology here. What does the range of, I mean, ROI, payback period, or you can say percentage of savings. How do you define that?
So I'll take up this question in two ways,
Mhm.
like Mr. Mankad said, right? He said, yeah, there are two sections in the business unit. One is the IT and one is the OT plant, right?
Mhm.
So the Belden has the expertise to work on both the sides because we provide industrial grade products and we have, almost, converted the data, say, from more than 1500 protocols because machineries are coming from, generation three, right? So every plant has different ages or, might be technologies are changing very fast. So some one machine setup is, working on one protocol, another machine setup is working on different protocol, and other utility functions like water management, gas management, oil management, or the power management. You have substation also might be in the plant. How you will converge all those things, right? So for that, you have to provide the equipment compliance to those regulatory bodies also, right?
Mhm.
Like we provide.
Yeah. So, but Mr. Tomar, what I wanted to know was with the lot of case studies that you've done, what's the
Yeah.
range in terms of saving, or what's the range in terms of cost? What would be the
So there are a lot of savings if you digitize the data. There are, some SOP also to be
Can you
followed for that.
can you quantify that? I mean, do you have
So
quantification?
quantification is, it's quite generic one, but it depends totally on the nature of the plant.
Okay.
But, because if chemicals are used, then of course safety becomes the first priority. So you should
I
have
understood that.
ATEX,
Let
certified
me
equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, let me go back to Mr. Mankad. You said you're able to look at improvement in downtime or uptime, whichever way you look at it. So could you
Yeah.
tell that? Could you give us an example? I
Yeah.
mean, were you able to like get to
So
5 hours in a year, or 10 hours in a year, or 2 hours in a year of less
Yeah,
downtime?
so that's how, I mean, we try to quantify every development we do. That if I'm doing a development of a report or automating a report for somebody, what's the kind of time I'm saving for somebody, how frequently that report is being generated, developed. So if that is the case, I mean, if it is being done on daily basis, then I'm saving, say, 1 hour into 300 hours.
Mhm.
Now, coming back to this smart factory ROI use case, I mean, going by my past experience, we had some sort of small pilot run for 5-7 lines. And on the pretty much same parameter, we had tried to calculate the ROI before moving ahead with the project. So just by so the efficiency level, the machine OE to couple of percent, let's say if you are at 85%, and if you take it to 88%, the whole ROI thing was getting recovered. So that payback period was just less than a year kind of thing.
Okay. So listen,
Because
so
I mean,
that's
yeah, it's like seeing is believing. So
yeah.
manually you can have any data, but if you have system driven data, you will you can't reject that data.
Okay, so let me ask you one question again, Mr. Mankad. I would say most of this data is in the so-called IT realm, right? There is also the OT realm, right? So when you have improved data or more data from OT realm, sorry,
Yeah.
IT realm, are you what are the challenges it presents, right? For OT to operate well.
That's what I mean. I refer to the OT data only. I mean, we are
Oh, you
talking
different.
about
Okay,
the
sorry, I misunderstood you. I misunderstood
I
you.
mean, we
Yeah.
are talking about the smart factory automation projects, and that's where I mentioned that it's not to be termed as IT project. It's a business project, manufacturing project.
Okay.
So, and the way things work in this area is like you don't have any scope for manipulation. I mean, the machine will stop unless you select the right reason and move on. So you will get to know the exact planned downtime or unplanned downtime with the reasons, and then only you think you need to have somebody to analyze that data, that why the machine was having unplanned downtime and for what reasons.
Okay,
So
got it.
I mean, once you have such kind of project executed, you will also have the root causes for recurring problems, and then you can move to appropriate problem management rather than the incident management.
Okay. Akanksha, do you want to introduce Mr.
Yes,
Jain, who's joined
yes,
us now? And if you can
okay.
also ask him the first couple of questions
Right,
that you
I'll
asked
do
us.
that. Mr. Jain, thank you very much for joining, and I'm really sorry for just having you jump from one call to another. But I'm just going to take about 20 seconds in introducing you, because I've already introduced Mr. Doshi from Bikaji and Mr. Mankad from Vadilal for our audience here. We also have here with Mr. Tomar from Belden. Mr. Vishal Jain, this is for our audience's consideration, is heading IT infrastructure and security at Delmonte Foods. He comes with over 24 years of experience in global IT solutions, delivery across diverse industries, including FMCG, manufacturing, aviation, healthcare, IT, ITES, automation, etc. He has gained exposure in IT practices both at national and global levels. Mr. Jain has been associated with Delmonte Foods since 2019 and is leading the company's IT and digital transformation initiatives. He is responsible for developing and executing digital strategy, automation, cloud, and infrastructure solutions. In the past, he's worked with organizations such as Ascel Limited, Amadeus India, Bertelsmann India, Aspire Infolabs, Rockwell Automation, etc. Very happy to have here with you with us here, Mr. Jain, and with permission from Mr. Mankad, Mr. Doshi, and Mr. Tomar, I will just give you a quick recap. We've discussed that how digital transformation journeys have been for various CPG companies in India. And we've tried to look at individual organizations' experiences. So, Mr. Jain, if we could just hear your perspective on, what is the current digital maturity and what does the future look like?
Thank you, Kancha. Thank you, Alok, and rest of the prestigious, panelists. Hi, this is Vishal Jain here from Delmonte Foods. Yeah, so I think digital transformation is a kind of a must-have requirement for, especially for FMCG sector, because starting from taking the order is again happening via app, and till the processing of the product to invoicing to whatnot, everything is all digitalized, right? And from past couple of years, our focus is to increase the business efficiencies of the organization while doing process automation, digitalization at function level, at plant level. Mr. Dhaval just talk about the OT stuff. That is also, I think, very much a part of it. Predictive analysis for the machinery, the maintenance portion. That really help us to bring down the problems and increase the business efficiency past couple of years. We I think that journey started about 4 years ago. We implemented the RPA for the organization. Now we are exploring agentic AI, another bigger portion. Try to save down the timing as well as the cost and all. Like example, we are exploring with with the finance. For example, the books close in a few days with the help of agentic AI. That can be done in hours time, right? So that's a kind of a transformation we are working on, and the very much appreciation from the management point of view. They can understand the requirement of the digital transformation from the industry point of view, the analytical portion, and the time saving portion. So that really help us from IT standpoint to deliver the things as per the business expectation, to meet up the business expectation.
And
Akansha.
Jen, if I may ask you the other way around. So one thing is that you have some set targets, goals that you need to achieve from an
Right.
IT standpoint. But then,
Mhm.
if you look at the whole digitalization journey, there are some things which may not be as commercial right now, but are very good for businesses. How easy or difficult it is to convince the management to be a front runner there, or, take this up on a brand?
That's a very good question, and that's a tricky question also to convince the management basically. So, couple of factors. What I, as a leader, pursue that will first evaluate the things. So I never sit down on my seat. That's the first thing. I always with the business team try to understand their processes, whether it is from supply chain point of view, HR point of view, finance point of view, plant side point of view. That really helped me a lot to understand the business. Once you understand the business, then you can portray the right solution which will fit for the business, not from the IT standpoint. If it's not that like I personally like this particular thing need to be done, then I will, implement that. It's all required from the business perspective. Try to understand the business, and that happen over the conversation having with the business guys. Uh, you know, Try to show them the visibility. Try to show them the the feature list, how it will save down their timing, their efficiencies, and all. And that's how will come up with the things. And when you jot down all the business needs which match up to the IT needs, then it will always easy to business to convince that yes, we can go for this, because business always required numbers. Number one, how we can effectively do that. We talk about OT again, very much there in the market, and we ran one initiative called Wow, War on Waste. Basically, again, that's a whole as a approach from the organization perspective. For each department responsible to save down on the cost, where we can bring down wastage, whether it's terms of timing or efficiencies, or in terms of processes, review the process. So that really help us, these kind of initiative, to run in the organization and take the best outcome out of it.
One round of discussion I would like to have around the concept of connected plants. Mr. Mankad, during your remarks, you spoke about smart factories. But
Right.
from my understanding, the idea is that smart is happening in silos. Maybe, there's not a connected plant kind of an infrastructure where every component of the manufacturing plant or every step of operations, can be seen as a connected infrastructure. Maybe we can start with Mr. Doshi this time. And sir, if we could hear your thoughts on how do you perceive connected infrastructure and what kind of initiatives you've taken at Bikaji to move in that direction.
Okay. So as I mentioned in my previous speech as well, we understand that things should be driven by the central, and that is a single source of truth. So we are using ERP, and that is the same ERP across plant, across the same SOPs, and everything should be as per the guided processes.
Right.
So each plant should follow the same thing as per the guidance and as per the control written within the ERP, right? So that is must to do, and at the same time, because of the different location, different geography, different kind of internet connectivity.
Right.
So as we all aware that as we expose our data to the internet, then it should be a secure. So the security of all such infrastructure, that is must to do, and we assure that our data is travel in a secure line. So cybersecurity is also a very critical thing nowadays to ensure the how secure your data is and how you can utilize your data in a basically secure manner.
Thank you, Mr. Doshi. I'm going to move to Mr. Mankad, and pretty much similar question. Where are you as far as connected plants, connected infrastructure is concerned?
So as of now, we are not having any plant automation solution in place. But as you mentioned, we have things in bits and pieces. We have solutions on energy management in place. We have also taken up some small pilot on the front of having the automated machine efficiency and machine uptime related data. And then earlier last month, we also had gone through the plant digital maturity assessment. There's a framework called CIRI, which is Smart Industry Readiness Index, based on which there are digital maturity assessments being done. So we have gone through that activity, which involves the plant visit and one-on-one interaction with all the plant functions on a predefined questionnaire, and then those inputs go to the CD database, and then it gives you the benchmarking against the all the companies who have undergone this CD assessment. There are about 12,000, 15,000 companies across the world who have gone through this CD assessment. So you get benchmarked against the this set of industries. So that exercise is going on. So we have gone through those kind of exercise as well.
Right. In fact, Mr. Mankad, I think Mr. Tomar will be really interested in this answer. You said that, the automation is happening in silos, but are you considering an end-to-end solution which will help you, kind of bring the connectivity?
Yes, we will. In fact, we are also in the phase of expansion also for the plants. So once those plants are finalized, probably we'll look for more robust and integrated solutions which can work in the end-to-end way.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, Alok, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Tumar, I was going to ask you, do you have questions for Mr. Mankad or Mr. Jain or Mr. Doshi?
Yeah. So one thing Mr. Doshi mentioned that for the connectivity might be is using VPN. So we have some SRA solutions by which if you want to see the data at corporate level from one factory, that kind of solution is available with Belden. And connecting multiple plants, there is also one platform is available with us. By that can be done. Of course, you will be using the internet, but our device, the data is completely encrypted that can be used. This is one solution is there. And of course, for Mr. Mankan, like he is in the initial phase for planning this automation. So we can suggest, because we are handling, I mentioned, more than 1,000 protocols, because every machine is working on different protocols, and we have netting feature also available with our system.
Okay.
Because most of the machines, you keep the same IP address in every plant, right? Whatever the setup they make it, right? So
Yes.
if you are integrating different units within the plant, might be they are having the same IP. So we have that solution to identify those IP addresses and manage all those things. So it is quite easy. And besides that, we also have a cyber security solutions, firewall, industrial grade firewall, and as well as data diode. If you really want
Okay.
to make the DMZ zone, right? Like you are the leaders who are and ultimately digitizing the entire operations. So with the
Yeah.
help of Belden, you can also get the business team also along with you, because we work with business team as well directly with the machines, right? Converting this protocol, integrating and making the your entire MES, but which is working in the factory, right?
Right.
So that kind of a core expertise we have to take it forward. So very smooth integration between IT and OT. And third part I want to highlight here, like many a times we buy the equipment or machinery from the outside, right? And even these days, robots which we are implementing, and sometimes we give the access to the other country for the management or for the monitoring or troubleshooting of that machinery. So we have that solution by which you can give the secure connection, so that you can avoid any kind of accident in the plant. Might be just an IP address change, other robot is operated, that could be hazardous, or might be unsafe for the people are there on the ground, right? So those kind of solutions
Yeah.
are available. Yeah.
Akanksha, there are some questions from the audience.
Yes, we'll be moving to audience questions now, and I could see that Mr. Mankad has already picked one for himself. We can probably
No, so
start
yeah,
with
yeah. So Yeah, so instead of typing answer, clicked in some different buttons. So, somebody has mentioned the question that is digital transformation process is the same for all small and medium or large scale industries. I think we
Right.
discussed that. There is no one size fit for all. So, it will be different for different industry, depend on the kind of industry you are into, the size, scale of operation, the geographical spread, and of course your the vision, growth vision aspects of next 3 to 5 years. What do you want to do and how you want to reach there? So it's a context sensitive journey, and it will be different for every industry. Even if the industries are same, it will be different for same industry, same size as well.
Thank you. The next question is around how does digital transformation help to achieve sustainability targets of a company? Mr. Vishal Jain, would you like to take that? Because you were talking
This is
about
from
the way.
Tushar Kapadia. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Hi, guys. So I think there's a very good question, and there's a need of an hour also about the sustainability because we are consuming a lot of CO2 emission and all. It's our joint responsibility to reduce down and try to give sustainable solution, propose sustainable solution to the organization that will help us to reduce the carbon footprint from the global point of view. And this is our one of the ESG goal also, right? To have that, and that's not only limited to the organization. That's a part of the global initiative also to work on the sustainability kind of a initiative in your organization, in your plants and manufacturing.
Thank you,
So
Mr. Jain. We have a
just
question.
I want to add here,
Yes, please, Mr. Jain.
Belden is also very committed towards the nature and the sustainability. So we also
Super.
focus on that. If you want to design a network for a plant, right?
Mm,
How much equipment will consume the energy, right? So we have
right.
different grades of products by which you can further optimize your energy efficiency by installing these, equipments and the cable so that you have a minimum, transmission loss in terms of the data. Ultimately, it's electron flowing, right? And of course, we can help in, in energy efficiency and as well as in the wastewater treatment, all those data points in the digital transformation of the plant. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, the next question is from Dr. Malla Satyaprasad. He's asking the challenging part of industrial automations is establishing an access network. CapEx expenditure is particularly very high for that exercise. How can this be overcome? Mr. Doshi, would you like to take a crack at?
Okay. So, yes, industrial automation is a new thing. And if we talk about the established organization, they already have already spend much on the capex. But if they want to scale, they have to explore the automation. They have to explore the how things can be built faster, how things can be work on the way what they think on, right? So for if we talk about Bikaji, so previously Bikaji is known for the handmade bhujia, right? But just think on if till today, if we are going to build a handmade bhujia, then how much we can serve to the consumers, right? So right now we are producing almost 170 ton of bhujia per day, right? And that is not possible through the handmade bhujia, right? So automation is always required to scaling the business to and at what scale you would like to grow. You need to invest your capex. And once we define the ROI or we calculate the ROI, capex is never challenge for the management, right?
Rightly said.
Mr. Jain, do you want to add something there?
No, rightly said by Mr. Doshi that ROI should be measurable, yes, but what kind of a value add you are showing, what kind of a measurement or a TCO you are showing, that really it's a part of it. And as Mr. Tomar said, they have similar type of solution in place where a company can leverage these kind of uh, technology savings and technology implementations.
Right. Gentlemen, I'm just going to, pause here for maybe 5 seconds or less. My colleague Iqbal is just going to show a short poll. It's a 3-question poll for, all our attendees here. And if I may request, everybody to please spend about 2 seconds in kind of filling this up quickly, because the feedback will help us. Thank you very much. Moving on, the next question is around which business functions are realizing the biggest gains when it comes to Gen AI, compared to traditional AI, and how are you looking at measuring these gains? Mr. Jain, would you want to?
I'll take this up. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Gen AI is good thing, but still, if you read the articles and all, and the adoption is still not in a measurable stuff right now because of couple of factors. One, it is still to mature, and the biggest portion is the expectation from the Gen AI. It is still not very much clear, and the security portion again, it's questionable. So in current stage, I in my view also, it is little early to come to this kind of a conclusion.
Right. Mr. Jain, in fact, Dr. Satyaprasad earlier had a question around automation solutions and how to measure its ROI. I think he's just left a small note for everybody to ponder that, maybe Government of India should encourage more startups, incubators to kind of, have more IoT solutions where the activities can be monitored and measured. Moving on to the next.
I mean,
Yes.
so there are, I mean, if I intervene, NASSCOM has established quite a few COE, Center of Excellence,
Right.
what they call it. One is there in Gandhinagar. I don't know the other places, but Gandhinagar I have visited. So there they are encouraging such startup, and they're working on real-time use cases, and anybody can visit NASSCOM COE and get the real-time experience about their requirements.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Mankad. The next question is around upskilling and, more to do with that. With so much of advanced technology coming up, how are you helping your teams, stay abreast with these technologies and how they can be deployed? So the question is, how do you manage change and upskilling to ensure that teams are adopting new digital technologies effectively? Since you all three are digital transformation leaders, maybe you
Yeah,
can
I'll
look
take
at
this up.
a quick 1
Yeah.
minute from everyone.
Yeah, I'll take this up. So, this is a very relevant question. Adoption of digital technologies and tools by the organization. So, this is a kind of a change management wherein how effective is your change management? How effectively is the adaptability? User training is must for these kind of initiative. And if I take my example, my organization example, we do a lot of communication to the team, to the required groups or required departments. Encourage user training a lot, not only limited to IT trainings, to the users also to adopt the new technology. I remember a few years ago we implemented OneDrive, for example. And now while adopting that, the need of backup is not there. Need of management of file folders are not there. Everything is on cloud. It is very easy. It took a good couple of months to give the prospective. Please don't share or sorry, please don't save on local computer. If yes, then slowly and gradually Microsoft also mature. I'm just taking a little older example just for the interest of the audience so that they can understand. Similarly, from the digital transformation journey per se, again, a lot of user training, timely user training, refresher training, communication is a key aspect to adopt the digital journey for the organization. And this is not limited to the IT department. It is holistic as a approach from the top, starting from the top management to the entire till user level.
I would like
Yeah.
to add. I would like to add in Mr. Jain's quote that for any kind of digital initiative, so what we do in Bikaji for any kind of digital initiative, we identify a spoke and we make them responsible that you
True.
drive this and this is your KRA to run through for the entire set of people, those
Yeah.
targeted people. So basically, uh, someone who can own that initiative and then he run, that will be much more effective and give us a faster result.
True. True. I mean, it's all about shared KRA and shared
Yes.
responsibility.
We have another question on whether digitalization equipment sensors work, properly, or are they affected by conditions like extreme rain or humidity or network? Mr. Tomar, would you want to kind of take that and
Yeah, yeah, of course.
what is
So,
the sensitivity?
So of course, there is a impact of the environment on the devices or the sensors every time, right? So, like I mentioned, the devices which we supply, it ranges, starting from -40 degree to even 85 degrees centigrade they can sustain, right? So similarly, different type of sensors which are used for measuring those parameters, it also ranges. So like when we say industrial grade, so it is one or two level up those we are using in the commercial use. So of course sensors along with the carriers, those are quite important. So I just want to mention that that component should also fall under the capex, right? So as Mr. Jain mentioned, right, capex is not a big challenge if it is giving a value, right?
Right.
And software applications, these things are keep on changing so rapidly, right? But your core data will remain intact, right? So I think that should be the thought process. Might be in the planning phase, this should be covered in the designing of the plant. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Tomar. Well, I was anyway going to move on to, concluding remarks by everyone. And we have a question from the audience, which actually kind of sums it up, asking that how do you see the next phase of digital transformation unfolding in the CPG industry? So if we can begin with Mr. Jain. And Mr. Jain, if you could just, share your broader perspective on where the industry is headed, specific plans that Delmonte has in place to be implemented in the next couple of years. And if anything that you thought was to be discussed, but we missed discussing that during the discussion today.
Yeah, thank you, Akansha, and thanks all for the part of it and try to listen to us. In the conclusion, I must say that digital transformation is a journey wherein, if you see the digital footprint from not only limited to the organization point of view, from the as a whole, from the nation point of view, it is required, right, to have right thing in place in a secure manner with proper training. That is must. I must say that's a continuous journey. We must adopt and continue with the things going on. Definitely, the expectation from the leaders that the moment they want to see the live status of the plant, of the sales, of the things on the handheld set, right, and to achieve that kind of a thing, it's our joint responsibility with the right vendor, with the right solution in place so that we can achieve our goal going forward.
Thank you, Mr. Jain. Moving to Mr. Mankad, if we could hear your concluding remarks, please.
Yeah. So, if I talk about our initiatives, or if I talk about in general, it's all about becoming productive or the efficient. Efficient. If I have to grow in business, the only way to increase the profit is to cut down on the cost, and technology is the only way to cut down the cost. Wherein, as you grow, you can limit your limit your workforce, limit your losses through the technological solution. Again, it's a journey. Somebody will have to experiment with this technological solution, establish the process, also change the way of working, because the older way of working will not work with the new tools and technology. But it's a amalgamation of people, process, and technology, and you need to have right mix of people, process, and technology to achieve your goals.
Thank you, Mr. Mankad. Mr. Doshi, over to you.
Okay. So thank you for listening us all. Basically, my summation is about we need to explore, we need to validate use cases, and try to experiment those use cases. Always, it's not always true for all the industry or all the use cases that will be implemented rightly. But yes, if we are not if we are not even try out of that, then that will be high chances we miss the opportunity. Apart from that, what my belief specifically is the need, innovate, design, and deliver. So because of always IT is not a front runner, that is always a support function for the business, and we need to validate the business cases, as Mr. Jain said that we need to understand how we can support to business to help them to expand their visibility up to the last mile. That will definitely benefit to the business, and that will benefit to the growth of the company.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Doshi. Mr. Tomar, you get to have the last word. You have some of your potential clients also sitting on the platform.
Yeah,
So you can just let us know what are your thoughts and what are your concluding remarks.
Yeah, so thanks to India Infra team and Alokji and Panchayu and the panelists. It's a great listening from all of them to understand the transformation which they are driving. So just to contextualize, like we have one of the CIC center in India in Bangalore, right? So we have globally 5. One is luckily based in India. So we are committed, and of course we have factories also in India where we are making Make in India products. So CIC, the concept is it is not exactly the R&D. It's basically a customer innovation center. So we take your problem, your challenges, we understand that, and we accordingly design the customized solution for you. And we do trials in the lab itself, and then we do the pilot at your premise to implement it, right? So like it's a journey. So we can design that very customized solution which is applicable for you for small factory or multiple factory, and then that can be scaled up. So those testing and trials, everything, we are happy to work with you to understand your pain areas, and of course very much be feel comfortable because we have expertise on the OT side as well. So convincing the business team or the plant team who are operating the machines, because our components are installed in their control panels also, right? So with that kind of confidence we have to bring out that value for IT team as well, so that they can also more collaborate with the plant team to finally get some very beneficial thing for the entire business. So this is my request, and please reach out to us, and we can work together. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Tomar. Well, with that, we're going to bring this very interactive discussion to a close. And of course, we owe it to Mr. Mankad, Mr. Doshi, and Mr. Jain for very insightful discussions. I'm hoping that next time when we meet, we've made further progress on this journey of digital transformation for CPG sector. With that, I would like to say a big thank you to all of you for your time and for joining us today.
Thank you.
And a big thank you to all our attendees for their time as well. With that, we'll bring this webinar to a close. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very
Thank
much.
you so
Thank
much.
you.
Iqbal, if we could just have that poll up for few seconds in case anybody had left filling it up, they can probably fill it now.